The only thing I've been experiencing is like there's no power steering, but there is fluid. It looks new too, so there's probably a leak actually. Oh, it's below minimum. And then I'm also experiencing, yeah, there is fluid. It's actually above max. So, but like this, not this, but yeah. Now, at this point of the project, I was basically just tearing the car apart, looking what car parts were broken, what needed to be replaced, and so far I needed to replace both headlights, hood, driver's side fender, bumper, the radiator was actually holed, so I also have to replace that, and as well as the condenser and some of the wiring. And I wasn't really noticing, like, paying attention too much on, like, oh, how much was this actually going to cost? And I still don't know how much this is going to cost. So, and I was like, oh, it was going to be just the front end parts, and everything's going to be fine. Well, that was the case until the next clip. The car itself is like, yeah, the tires are bald on it, by the way, because the previous guy was drifting on it. Some bullshit here. This thing's a little bit off, but it's plastic, so it's nice.
A few minutes later.
On my car, and very bad news, as this was fucking Bondo, and shit looks a lot worse than it should be. And this is just fucking rust, man. Like, holy shit. It's terrible, dude. At least this piece is metal, and it feels like it's not really Bondo. So, but this piece right here definitely needs re-welding.
And remember, with a little rusties and an insane amount of luck, you too can look like me. Ka-chow.
Like, it's just gone, dude. Like, it's that bad. Turn into dust, man. But, on the good side, a little bit of positivity here is these guys look really, really new. And the rotor surface here is the only thing that needs to be redone. So, I haven't looked at the pads yet. This car was drifted, so I'm assuming they're almost done. But the rotor looks really, really good. At least on this side. Usually this is completely destroyed and like corroded and everything. But yeah, it does not look good, like, at all. Like, it's completely fucked.
No shit.
On the other hand, the other side though, a little more positivity is, well, there's no Bondo here and it looks much better. The front ones though, as I was talking about, like, usually this is corroded, and which on this side it is. So the rear rotors are actually new, which is kind of nice, and the pads on the front actually have a lot of life on them, so, and I'm surprised by how good these actually preserve themselves. Usually they're completely covered in rust. But yeah, a little bit of bad news, or a lot of bad news, and a little bit of good news, and yeah, as you can tell, it's also completely destroyed by rust. Really disappointing. Some wiring here that's like not really great. Like, yeah, the more I dig into this car, the more problems I find, but the thing is, there are some aftermarket mods on here, including that, which I'm testing right now, trying to find power. And it has aftermarket stereo, so it has a sunroof. Everything electrically works, I think. And aside from the radio and this bullshit right here, probably needs to be redone. Engine works perfectly fine except for the thermostat, which because there's no heat in the interior, and the engine kind of overheats, and I can also tell because there's a hole here and there's no coolant, despite my coolant level being well beyond max. And yeah, also no power steering, so probably pump just screwed itself over, even though there is some fluid in here. It looks actually decent. It's not brown. So they were probably struggling with the problem of bad power steering. But other than that, like, I haven't found any leaks yet. Hopefully there isn't going to be any. Here it looks pretty good. This is yet to be fixed. I still need parts. And just like zip tied this for me to go for a test drive and not destroy these connectors. But yeah, suspension is also a little questionable, and in particular this is wearing out quicker than that side, so probably control arms need to be replaced, tie rods in or outer, hubs are terrible on here. And yeah, good thing the brakes are new here, so I actually don't have to do anything to the front brakes aside from rotors. And then I haven't looked in the rear yet. It might be worse, but yeah, corrosion is kind of taking place here in this car. And yeah, kind of a little disappointing. And I'll say not really a little, but it is quite disappointing. But I mean, that's what you get for buying from Copart. Nothing against them, it's just that it's kind of like a gambling game when it comes to doing that. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is, so yeah, I'll have to fix it anyway, because I already bought it. And unless there's something terribly wrong, then yeah. Dirt. They got stuck in the side skirt. And I'll show you here. There's actually, I actually cleaned this out already, but there's this dirt just compacted in there. So as you can see, like, let me get a screwdriver here if I can. But this piece right here, just fucking, just gone. Like, there's the screws here. They're really not good condition either. So, and there, as you can see, more dirt. And this is not rust, this is dirt. And this is compacted and started rusting. So, really bad. And there it is, it just fell off. Fell right the fuck off. And same thing here. Guys, this is fucked. This is like fuck beyond repair. This whole fucking panel is moving because of that. Same thing here, there's just dirt. Oh man, I'm gonna have to wear some gloves and eyeglasses here. Safety goggles, man. I'm telling you, not underrated, but there needs to be new metal re-welded on here after it's cleaned up. Because goddamn, so much rust here. I can't cover this up, well, because I'm keeping this car for myself, but also I won't be able to pass inspection because this is the mounting point right here. It's the strongest part, well, it's supposed to be. And the guys at the inspection jack it up right here on these 2 points, and if they do, well, this car would just go shkadunk and just fall right the fuck off.